I'm back. This video is long overdue, to be honest, because this is about like some project team I had. Um, Let me move my camera right here. So basically, I got ordered to make to help build a project team for a Discord server called Marvel Rivals Tavern Hashira, and yeah, it was like very huge tryouts. Like we started out with like around 60 people on 2 full weekends, just pure tryouts. And I wanted to share this experience with you guys. It's also acknowledged by the server owner. He said he would enjoy a video about it. So first of all, this roster is still in MRC. This whole thing is a month ago again, like I'm a little late, but 1 month ago we built this. That was a mix with PC and console actually though. This is just a pure PC team for the MRC, and they're actually in round 4 at the moment. So we will see. I'm curious where this will end, how far we can go. Depending on bracket, they can surely get like top 16 maybe. Like surely 32 and maybe top 16. It's all RNG, but like there could be 2 basically unbeatable teams in a row for them. I'm not so familiar with like the top teams in NA participating in MRC, so and I'm so busy right now with my own team that I couldn't look that up properly. So we're gonna leave Rivals. After we built the team, I'm showing you the Discord server for it real quick. It's also in my bio because we have like a cooperation together. Oh, I'm sorry, it's gone. It's my Steam. Oh. Yeah, there you go. That's the Marvel Rivals Tavern. Feel free to apply to it, like join it through my bio. It's a very nice Discord server with a lot of like cooperations, and you can basically look up anything or see everything going on around Marvel Rivals. It's like just a very good hub for Marvel Rivals. So about the Cozyverse Cash Cup now. That's where they like legit. I think it was not even 1 week after the building of the team. They participated in this and actually got the 2nd place against Immortals in Calamity. Actually, they lost to Calamity first. That was the very first game. Then they went through the whole loser bracket, even against Tricksters GG, called Ghost Fog now. They're like a top 16 team in NA, top 16 MRC last season. All the way until, and then ending up beating Calamity and playing finals against Atlanta. That's crazy. They even got some money for it. That's very nice for them. And now I just wanted to look into some of the highlights. Like, there's a VOD for this, of course, on the official Cozyverse channel. Yeah, there you can see there are some console players. Oh, they subbed one out there already. I think there are 2 console players, but it was Lelouch was called Love, I think. Maybe it's a sub or it's another. He has a different name in game. But yeah, Sisley and Varenix were basically like the captains. And now let's see. I wanted to look into those games like with a little reaction. I have not seen them. Again, I'm a little late.
Go out too. This is gonna be interesting. We haven't seen Wolverine get picked yet for
but I wanted to see like how they play or how they played.
I'm interested to see who's gonna make
after the
first
assembling of the team.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it's gonna work out, especially since Magneto is protected. It's pretty easy to slot in the thing, and Hulk getting banned kind of surprises me because I don't think Hulk is quite good against, or is it actually okay against Wolverine? But maybe if they wanted to run that Wolverine a bit more confidently, maybe they would have banned the thing. So I think maybe the Wolverine protection was maybe a bluff. But maybe they just want to pick it, try to see if they
Coffee
get some
cannot
picks.
be
We
missing.
do not see the Winter Soldier band, so maybe they're going to try to combine that with the composition. But looking at this, both sides here, Shenmue actually going to be on the Namor, and the Namor very strong at this first point. A lot of high ground pressure with those octopi, I guess, in this case, or stuff. Yeah, like the monsters, as you can call them. And yeah, without that, Hulk gonna be a lot weaker. Gonna be on the thing here, and yeah, we're gonna see how it pans out. No Human Torch team up, as Human Torch was banned. But yeah, I mean, Arxie on Hashira.
Oh, they also just voice over it.
Actually,
apparently this is not a live stream they upload. Like they are recording
Thunder
this.
as well on Invisible, so it's almost a mirrored comp here, except for Bada and Zeref. Or, sorry, Bada and Speed, actually. So it's gonna be Thing versus, that Strange. I'm not sure how that's gonna work here. I think Strange a little bit better at tanking initially, but Thing definitely a lot better in those longer extended fights where shield gets a lot more value. Yeah, and as you see this kind of fight with Shenhe on the high ground, gonna deny it from the side of Hashira, but you're just gonna go straight on the point. Oh,
I think RC did not end up staying.
Yeah, Kikyo finding multiple headshots as Sizzly contests this top point.
I forgot to check.
That was almost a kill there. Onto the side of Calamity. Shenhe almost getting caught, but gonna stay alive here, and wow.
Same
really
with
falling
Speedy,
apart while we're watching that fight there on the high ground.
Like in the 2 or 3 weeks between the Cash Cup and MRT sign up closing,
it was Darius.
I think they left.
W keying there. I don't know really what he was thinking. That was.
But I'm still very proud of like the achievement
that
of this
be the
team.
difference maker this match.
Yeah, I think
Like
Zeref maybe walking forward a little bit too
build.
confident. Maybe confident in his team being able to take over the high ground control, but once it was gone, kind of Kikyo finding a lot of value with his headshots there. And yeah, let's see, this thing gonna stay alive on the front line, jumps back, has to peel back here, taking a lot of damage. Wild Thing gonna walk up to take less damage. Zypin finding a nice pick there on the side, gets traded.
Yeah, and that was a big pick on the Lush as well. Massive DPS loss for Hashira. We're going to see if they can actually sustain, but they are keeping Calamity on the back foot here. This actually might be pretty big for them. And also, Calamity, Bada gets his ultimate immediately.
Yeah, no off-angle pressure though.
Defensive ultimate too.
Yeah, no off-angle pressure from the side of Calamity though. Oh, Hashira finding that pick on Thunder on the side. That's good. His ultimate was actually coming up there right that second. Oh, as that Luna's ultimate ends, gonna just get picked immediately. Really decisive play here from Sizzly. That's gonna be 1-2, and that should be the rest
I
of the
can
team
already predict that
Calamity
Sizzly will be the MVP of the series.
Very
Like
good.
his
Good
insane
job from
DPS was
Sizzly.
insane. He was like,
It's total value out of goal.
I think after the first 2 games on the first weekend, he was already set as the main DPS
the Luna ultimate
for like. Like he
yeah,
didn't need to play the
beautiful
2
awareness
full
from the
weekends.
side of
He was
Sizzly
just set.
there, knowing exactly that he picked up one of the strategists who had the ultimate banked up so he could commit that Psylocke ultimate with impunity. And yeah, not too much left here from Calamity. I mean, they're gonna have this weird off angle. It looks like they're actually gonna try to push up on the point here. Let's see what they can get. Maybe a big clobbering time to open it up. It looks like we're looking for the Eye of Agamotto. Speed doesn't find anything. That was a big whiff. Actually, finds Bada, but Bada is gonna stay alive. There goes the defensive ultimate from Hashira and Calamity. Or actually, no defensive ultimate from Calamity. I was really late there from Thunder. Wild Thing gonna try to block that Punisher ult, but a little too late, and they're gonna get pushed outside of that Inviswoman ult, and they're just all gonna fall over.
Oh, and Lelouch gets a ton of value out of the Punisher ult. He gets, I think, 3 picks off of that before going down.
Sorry
himself.
for the
That's
quality.
massive
I think
for
this
Hashira.
might have been
I don't know.
Yeah.
Calamity is
the
gonna
live
have to
stream
respond
after
with
all,
something
or
big
like they
if they're
recorded it with
A little bit of miscommunication maybe there from Calamity. Thunder ulting quite too late. That Invisible too far forward as well because they lost Bada super early. And we're going to see how they can recover here. They're actually down on ultimates because of how much they committed. Nice pick there onto Speed. Speed walking up a little bit too far, trying to build space for his team. Bada goes super deep, straight to the back line. Oh, tries to get clobbering time, but actually doesn't actually go for clobbering time. Let's see what Zeref can find. Doesn't find anything. Sizzly actually on his own backline, not really doing too much flanking. Maybe that Shenhe keeping him away. Shenhe finding a lot of damage on this Magneto. Probably not going to be able to finish. Yeah, just survives with that metallic curtain. And as the respawns come in...
Yeah, Lelouch is like a top 500 Overwatch player, by the way. But on console,
Sizzly, that's going to be
Overwatch
1
and
DPS down,
Rivals, I
but
think,
here
on
comes out the
console.
defensive ults from Calamity.
Again, this was like mixed.
Yeah, Kikuo's Luna defensive ult goes out as well. You see Bada immediately getting in the mix and creating space for his team, allowing for Zyphin to get the picks on Baronix and Wild Thing to go ahead and take down, I believe it was Speed. And you see Calamity bounce back. They're going to go ahead and they're going to take this point right back, and they're going to establish a little bit more map control, get a little bit more comfortable, and we're going to see how Hashira responds.
Yeah, I think Hashira is doing a really good job, but then a little bit of an overextension from Speed, dies super early, has to use Portal to get back, and doesn't have it. So now they have to walk back Hashira the slow way, and Calamity can take all that space. We can see Zyphin there on the high ground, just kind of snooping around, looking for his own Dance of the Butterfly. Gonna drop down, maybe look for immediately big damage coming from the dash right click. And Ivago from Speed on the side, we're not going to be able to watch it, but both of the supports just kind of patty kicking, not going to be able to heal Speed going down because they were distracted by that Psylocke ultimate. And as Calamity kind of just walked through here, This fight's gonna get super disjointed. Shenhe almost getting picked, gonna barely survive. And Hashira committed a lot of their utility here, but Calamity with no offensive ultimates left, pretty much.
Yeah, I think here Shen can actually be the difference maker in this team fight right here. If he can get into a really good angle. Here it is. Nope. All right. I was really hoping to see a much larger value from that ult.
Yeah, it looks like Sizzly, they're going deep onto the backline. Only find Zyphin, both of the supports again, once again playing Patty killing each other. And as you're distracted, Wild Thing and Bada had to back up, play really defensive, and Wild Thing gonna try to build space again on the front line. Does he find anything? Oh, almost finds Veronix on that Luna Snow, but not enough. And as that was happening, we just saw Zeref kind of dying there, but ended up getting 3 on the backline while we were watching that Meteor M.
Very clean clip.
Yeah, Hashira being able to actually bounce back and push Calamity back and continue to stagger them, that is absolutely massive. Calamity is going to have to really get it together. They have Kikuo with his Luna ult. Luna ult can actually make a really big difference here. They might even try to bait out the Punisher ult.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised at how even the ultimates are now. I felt like Hashira was burning through a lot of them pretty quickly, but also builds them quite quickly due to shooting Bada, who's just a big ult battery here. Oh, Kikyo getting picked. Zeref once again finding that mag cannon free kill that he tends to find on those squishy targets. Actually, on the side there's Sizzly, we find get the kill. Does barely get out alive, ends up finding another one on Zyphin.
Going for the clutch plays.
Yeah, this fight's kind of falling apart here for Calamity. They're just in their spawn. Really nice side angle pressure there from Hashira.
Yeah, Sizzly showing his Zylok or his Psylocke diff there. It's just every time he manages to find him, his tracking is just very crisp, very clean. Shoutouts to Sizzly.
Yeah, he goes speed with the Eye of Agamotto. Yeah, Kikyo has to respond with his own ultimate. Zyphin trying to drive it onto that Punisher. Gets nothing. Here goes Lelouch with his own ultimate. Let's see if we can get here. Trying to track down that Luna Snow. Luna Snow runs away. Here goes that Thunder trying to defend with his Cloak and Dagger ultimate. Bought a clobbering time on the point. Knocks away everyone from the Cloak and Dagger ultimate.
This is a standard hero shooter fight, guys.
Actually, Penny dies actually with that Kraken Impact almost immediately. Not getting a ton of value.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
pretty bad there.
Yeah, Calamity's holding actually.
Yeah, Hashira fell apart there. What happened?
I don't know. I think Calamity really... I think that Kraken Impact was a lot of value, even though Shenhe died pretty early. That clobbering time from Bada basically bought them enough time after Thunder used his defensive Cloak and Dagger ult to just knock out both
now
of the
let's see a clutch TP play, guys.
And as we see Speed here, gonna try to teleport onto this like pseudo high ground behind the point. Let's see what they can get done here. Only one ultimate from the side of Hashira. Yeah, hold on. Invis Woman ult really strong, really gonna push them away. Wild Thing might have to use his Meteor M just to get back onto the point.
Yeah, I'm just watching both teams right now locked in.
Again, I don't know if they're gonna win. I only know the end result. I have not seen the game live. Since it's an A time, right? And I'm new.
By Bada's ult, yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Thing has to commit Meteor M because he's going super low. Let's see if we can get here. Tries to find, gets blocked by the Mr. Fantastic. Really nice block that Thunder. His own ultimate deep in the spawn.
Fantastic was way more on the right, no?
As we see here, Hashira kind of falling apart once again. Just not enough damage there to really threaten the side of Calamity.
Yeah, Calamity pulls it together there at the end to go ahead and just make it a 2-0, giving them the opportunity to bounce back and potentially take this match. Really impressive from both teams, honestly. Like, that was, for a minute there, I just had to kind of take it all in and just watch as both teams were just kind of dialed in. You know, neither team had an ultimate, and it was just kind of came down to, you know, teamwork and just raw game sense and skill.
Yeah, honestly, watching those last few fights, it felt super disjointed. I got a little bit confused, I think, casting one of the parts with the Psylocke ultimate, followed by the clobbering time from Bada, but one thing I will say is, I think Hashira really does try to thrive in chaos here. They really try to pull apart these fights, really utilize those off and side angles, but Calamity really keeping their cool there at the end, especially on that last point. Kind of hard to get picked apart, and they were able to kind of coordinate their way to a win. Bada finding a lot of important clobbering times on the open, and I do like the idea of Hashira Speed trying to find those really cheeky portals with Arxie, but inevitably just can't find enough. And yeah, we're gonna have to see how both of these two want to approach. I think Shenhe was doing really well on the Winter Soldier. I mean, he's pretty good at Winter Soldier. We've seen him on it in many Cozy Cash Cups, finding a lot of value. And although Winter Soldier is a bit weaker right now, I think he's still a very solid pick, so let's see what he can do here. Oh, never mind.
I will watch
goes to
now
Punisher
if they
here,
can
matching
hold this
Lelouch
or
here from the
not.
previous round. Oh, Lelouch
And after that,
Yeah,
we're just gonna
potential.
skip to the final few
pretty
fights
far up turret.
of this round, and then
Yeah,
of the
I'm kind of surprised
very,
at how far
like,
up
final of the
portal, or
Cozyverse
this
Cash
turret
Cup.
is. Gonna try to break that bridge
because
early,
the
but
quality is very bad,
we do see
sadly.
Robotic
And
gonna
if you
teleport,
want to
looking,
full
kind of scouting out, gonna drop
full
straight into
matches,
Punisher's head. Are they gonna get this
Wait.
free kill super fast?
Is it so loud? Maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch the rest of this game in full. I don't know the. I assume maybe Calamity takes the 1-0 and caps all. I don't know though. I only know the end result. And so I will, after this, I will watch the very end of the series and of the final, of the finals. If you want to watch the full matches, just go into the. I will show this YouTube channel again after.
Or he's just looking. Maybe he's just looking. Just trying to scout out for his team. Sizzly gonna be able to catch Siphon on the side here. We do see Hashira gonna back up a little bit spooked out by the side of Hashira here, by the side of Calamity. Calamity here gonna TP to the back point here after pushing away that Punisher.
Yeah, bottom maintaining the high ground and decides to actually push here on the point. He's trying to establish map control for Calamity. Getting really aggressive here. I actually really like it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like Calamity does get pushed back here really far. Really nice run by Hashira, really keeping this low ground. Oh, Lelouch actually kind of misses that jump to the high ground, which would have been able to pressure Calamity farther back, but still good enough. Zypin still just kind of being annoying on the side here, but Lelouch actually matching him quite well as he drops to the low ground. And as we see Calamity come here on the point with that Cloak and Dagger ultimate, they get a little earlier than Hashira's Invisible Man ultimate. I think that's going to be it. That should be a pretty clean win there for Calamity on attack.
Yeah, that was actually really fat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really surprised to see Sizzly actually swap off of Psylocke there too, with how strong he was last match.
Yeah, honestly, shoutouts to Thunder there, really utilizing the advantage of his character, building out ultimate super quick.
Sorry, I'm
outpacing,
getting texted so much right now.
Artsy. Even though
I'm
they
watching
lost a
again.
bit of those early pressure fights, losing Lelouch on that turret early. Sorry. Shenhe on those turrets early, they were able to eventually use that ultimate advantage to drop down from the top point and final lava. Here goes a Psylocke from Siphon. Let's see what we can get here. Let's get
Yeah,
Lelouch.
get some
Not too
value.
bad.
Takes out Lelouch. Nice, nice. That's actually
Artsy just a little too late. Yeah, Artsy a little too late there with the Invis boundary. Doesn't find anything, defensively at least. And we're gonna see how
Alright, 4 minutes
can
now,
use their
guys.
3 ultimates effectively. Trying to find Shenhe, he finds nothing.
Sizzly
Sizzly
gets a
finding that
pick.
Here goes Shenhe with his own ultimate. Let's see what he gets.
Yeah, Sizzly managed to actually go ahead and
Still
take
hitting
out,
the bomb.
Siphon there in the back line too.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see that there, but Xerath found a really, really nice Meteor M there onto the backline of Calamity. I believe that was Thunder that got picked there immediately. Yeah, it was. And that's just going to make them fall
Bro, the
apart. Thunder not
quality
gonna
is
be
so
able to build
down,
an
I
ultimate
cannot
in time
even
to
read
help
the
his
names
team.
anymore. But
And
it's
that's gonna be a
Sizzly,
pretty nice
definitely.
defense
Yeah,
tip
no,
for sure.
Sizzly.
Yeah, just absolutely foot to the floor there. Sizzly finding the key picks, getting all of the key headshots. He's dialed in.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think
Definitely.
Xerath's Meteor M was actually the big kicker in that fight. Even though they found those early DPS picks, Xerath using that Meteor M to deny a lot of Shenhe's damage and getting that pick on a key strategist that had ultimate was enough to win that. And I think Lelouch here is doing a good job. Shenhe tried to go super deep, found nothing. Speed gonna try to find something maybe a little bit overextended, but ends up surviving. Here goes Thunder. Let's see what he can do with this pressure ultimate. Going super deep, survives that Punisher shot. Zyphon doesn't get into the mist in time, and here goes a lot of ultimates. Lelouch gonna commit his own Punisher ultimate. That final judgment gonna burn down the Doctor Strange. Calamity really finding not actually anything. I thought they were gonna commit that Magneto ultimate immediately, but a little too late, and they're gonna have to run for the hills here.
Yes. Honestly, just Hashira has really got their foot established right here at this point. It's really hard for Calamity to kind of get past this. I mean, you don't even usually think of this as a choke point, but you got to kind of call it a choke point at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Hashira really has a tempo. They're really putting out questions that Calamity can't put the answer like that right there. Xerath following up the pick there from Sizzly. Now look, they're on a really bad off angle. How are they going to get back to the main point here? Actually, never mind. Hashira finding 2 picks of their... actually, no, sorry. Hashira is still finding 2 picks of their own. Calamity not going to be able to get out in time. Lelouch going super deep with the shotgun there. Kind of surprised he ended up finding 2 shotgun kills, but yeah, we'll take it.
I
It's
mean,
pretty
this
nice.
it looks like
Yeah, Hashira just looking like
They're
the
gonna hold it. It's only
definitive,
2 minutes left.
Best team right now.
They
at this-
should be
at
in a
this
very good
moment, and,
mindset right now,
they're
mental.
not really
Holding
stopping.
pretty well.
We're seeing
Bada going for a
really
deep
cheeky
portal.
Doctor Strange portal though. This is nice. I like
If this is a
It's
clutch
aggressive.
portal though,
Yeah, Zypin was
Maybe
trying to
that's
match
one of the
Sizzly here.
games
Let's
they
see what he
lose.
can get here on his high ground with the Invisible value. They're gonna push Hashira all the way far back. Let's see if they're gonna be able to walk out. They do have a lot of ultimates, Hashira. Calamity a little bit down on their own, but they kind of off sides here. Now the defending side is on the attacker's angle. Here goes out that Hello ultimate. Has to commit. Kikyo has to commit that Luna's ultimate. Followed up by Hashira. And here goes Zypin trying to get that extra value, but that Immortal... That Doctor Strange, Eye of Agamotto, not going to be able to find too much. Xerath once again, big Meteor M on 2. Probably 3 with a splash damage, going to be able to follow up with the rest of his team. And wow, what another really
yeah, I
great
cannot
hold
see
there
how
from
they're
Hashira.
gonna take over this match now.
Yeah, and they're still honestly. I would say that they have the two more powerful ults out of the teams right now. Cycled up. Oh, and okay, Calamity's online with 3 ults, so you know they're heading ult economy here, so there actually could be some forward progress here made on Calamity's part.
Yeah, but how can they answer Sizzly here? He's just on the side, like high ground, not even really being contested. Look at all the space he's bringing. We see like Calamity, they're hiding there on the right. They can't really do too much. As we see Sizzly just pressuring. Look at all this damage coming out. No more Doctor Strange on this fight for a little bit. Gonna be pressuring this Punisher out of the way, and look at all the space that brings Hashira. And Sizzly almost halfway to his own ultimate. Xerath again, almost like 70% probably going to his ultimate here in the next fight. And Calamity down on their own. Zypin not even close to his ultimate. The side fight happening, but Bada looking for a big eye volume, finds 3. Big Meteor M by Wild there. Ends up getting... Yeah, gets 3, 4, followed
Yeah,
with
maybe
Shenny
if
at
they
the end.
actually
Yeah, it looks
kept
like
the full
Sizzly's just
point
gonna reset.
now, I could see them lose the 3rd point because they didn't.
Calamity
kept the
needed
full
that to stay in the fight. This can still go on, folks.
Yeah, what an excellent combination. They're really nice ultimate from Bada. No ultimates from Hashira. How are they gonna get to point? Actually, I think they're just gonna.
That's gonna be so close.
Here goes maybe a little bit of a weird angle for the Punisher, but here comes out Wolverine.
Probably
Really good
gonna
on the side.
lose it here.
Look how fast the ultimate charge is going up. Does he stay
Oh,
alive?
they
Here
get a-
pops
they
the
get a kill?
facet. Defensive ultimates from Calamity. Both with the defensive ults from Calamity at the exact same time. Here goes there.
Hashira has
big
no
meter
ults,
M to end the fight
no
here.
support
Is
ults,
that
yeah,
going to even
that's it.
matter here in this case? As a lot of people are going down. Here goes out the last stand from Sizzly. Does end up basically instantly dying. Here comes out Meteor M. Finds Thunder. Very important pick there. Only one strategist left from the side of Calamity. Is it going to be enough?
It's not enough though, no?
Not going to be enough.
Up.
An excellent
Calamity
fight there from
looking
both
like they're gonna
teams.
Go ahead and get the cap there.
Yeah,
Extending
really
this
close.
match. Yeah, honestly, like the response from both teams is really incredible. Like this looks like a tier 1 pro level match.
Yo.
I mean, it might be, honestly. I think
Guys, like
Sizzly
this
was
team
really
legit.
presenting a problem,
At this
and
point,
Calamity
this
ended up
team
matching with
existed
Zypin.
for
Zypin actually finding
not
pretty good
even
value here.
1 week.
And combined with the great synergistic ultimates Calamity's had, they should be like in a good spot, but they are also down an ultimate here. They have 2 offensive ultimates from the side of Calamity to 1 defensive ult from Hashira at the moment, but the Punisher, they're both building ultimates very quickly, and Shenhe at max can't build it himself. So let's see, Bada looking for the Eye of Agamotto, but Shenhe's gonna commit his own ultimate really fast, going low super quickly. Defensive ultimate still here from Hashira. They have 1 more built up. Shenhe trying to
almost the Punisher. Nice, let's go.
A lot of damage. That damage boost from the Luna Snow ultimate
it's
there
huge.
at the end from Hashira. Just gonna lean on Calamity.
Yeah, Hashira just absolutely establishing dominance here on the point. I think we may have 1 more team fight available.
Another big TP
Yeah,
play
Bada
maybe?
gets a portal in.
And then the steamroll?
Maybe a little bit
I don't know.
too defensive on ultimate, but they should be able to get onto the point pretty easily. Let's see what they can get here. Shenhe gets popped immediately as he walks up. Thunder just gonna walk in with the ultimate. Zypin popping, everyone just popping all their
Humanity has
ultimates.
more- has
Loach
more
gets picked
ults.
up immediately by that Goddess of Death. Eye of Agamotto comes out from speed, gonna catch 2.
I
Maybe
think it's
follow up
cooked.
from Hashira, but not enough.
Oh yeah,
it looks
this
like it's
is
gonna
so
be
cooked,
Calamity
guys.
here on the winning end here as they pop
Yeah.
that last defensive ultimate.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's huge. We're in overtime, folks. It's do or die. This is a great
my
match.
hair
If
is
you're not on
terrible
your
today,
feet, you're not
sorry.
excited about this.
Need
like,
a barber
I don't know
again?
what you're doing right now.
I think it's a little funny because Bada died so quickly that he actually respawned, swapped to Wolverine, and got back through the portal to contest. And I think it's actually the man advantage they needed at the end there with that defensive ultimate. Zerf does has an ultimate. Let's see if we can get big eyeball Gamuto coming out from Bada. Blocked. Both tanks turning around with their shields. Sizzly has to commit his goddess at the. We see here Zerf looking for a big meteor and gets blocked. Nothing there.
Oh, they're pulling it off.
Both of the tanks looking
Let's
at
go.
looking at Zerf there.
Big.
Nothing left.
They won that
just
match.
falls apart. Hashira pulls it all together. Oh my goodness, that was an exciting end right there.
Crazy
Holy
good.
crap!
Very nice.
Yeah, like by the skin of their teeth. I think it was incredible that Meteor M from Zerf at the end really just making everyone look at him, and while they're doing that, his team on the side just breaking down the back line. Shenny just falling apart basically immediately, trying to stay alive. Zyphon getting picked off as well. Really well done there from Hashira. Like, honestly, an excellent play at the end there. I really like how Zerf, instead of just popping his ult immediately and then trying to get a kill with it, just uses it for pressure, lets both the tanks just try to block it, and then the rest of his team just follow up around it.
That match had me holding my breath at points. That was such a good match from both teams. Like, honestly, like, I can't express it enough. Both teams played their hearts out. It was awesome to watch. Both teams were very responsive to each other. You know, just when you thought that the other team had the...
Skip ahead a little.
Talking there, we should have the bracket get updated here in a second, and we should be watching grand finals here. And actually, as we're talking...
Oh, it's only one map they have to win? Or am I tripping right now? 4 and 5.
About that right now. We should have... Hovering this Black Widow, I actually don't know if he's just doing that.
This is the finals already.
But yeah, let's see what they want to ban here. Hashira going first on the ban. Let's see what they want to get. Maybe a Human Torch, maybe a Hela. They are hovering Hela, but I think it's probably Sizzly wants to play it. Okay, Psylocke ban. Okay, a little different, so we're not going to see Psylocke here. Yeah. Should be exciting because it's a character we saw in pretty much every game here. So
okay, this is like a 10-minute thing.
TXG wants to
let's watch like the last 5 minutes of the finals together.
As the follow-up.
See this.
Pick ultimately, I think they can actually clear
Let's
space
see if it was
really,
close or not.
Establishing map control.
Seems like the holding off Atlanta
like not great or pretty good if he hits stuff, but he's not hitting anything.
ATL very good.
And these flyers just having free range.
Only 1 minute left.
The ultimate. Gonna get matched immediately by Arxie with his Luna Stone.
I'm sorry.
And
I
all
mean,
these walls come out trying to block.
They're attacking.
TXG gonna get the advantage.
Only 1 minute left. This is not looking good.
4 offensive ultimates coming out from Hashira.
Okay, but they're getting picked.
That's the Loki going down immediately. Not too much
good.
defensive utility. Nice dive there. Gonna end up finishing the kill there on Odin. And I think TXG is gonna fall apart.
Or not.
Hashira also down 2 supports. So let's see if they can hold out. Not too much viability in their long-term fight. But yeah, it looks... Hashira, I think, is going to be able to barely win this with the faster respawns.
Because they have spawn advantage.
Yeah, and Emma Frost is just absolutely holding out hope there. Gets picked finally. Loki comes in to try and save the day, and I don't think that they're going to be able to establish any sort of like real ground before this point.
Sizzly on the Phoenix is also dangerous.
Yeah, does PXG want to try to commit? Arian's going to swap over to Luna Slow, going to try to get in there. Yeah, they're not touching point though. Okay, now they're touching point. Lunafreya going a little bit too deep. Doesn't end up getting for that Lunasnow ultimate to survive. And I think Vernix is probably going to follow up with his own Lunasnow ultimate here in a second. Or they just want to try to win the point without anything. Llamas gets an ultimate, immediately pops it, gets that Hawkeye. Very important pick. No more side off-angle pressure there. And Vernix going to use his Loki ultimate. Maybe a little bit too late, but PXG has nothing left. So with that damage boost, going to be able to clean up pretty fast. Lunafreya going to reinforce PXG here with that portal. Should get 1 or 2 people back as Odin respawns. Zeref gonna look for that ultimate, ends up just getting rolled by the damage output from PXG. Sparky fighting too.
Yeah, Ultron was so strong.
Yeah, really surprised here to see PXG actually manage to pull it off right there at the end. I actually thought that Hashira was gonna get the cap.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good hold.
That's tough. First point hold.
Oh, actually, Zeref coming out of nowhere. Gonna touch for a little bit longer.
Oh, he's getting a big 1v6, bro.
Yet,
holy.
Yeah, Speed's gonna try to reinforce. Yeah, not fast enough. Almost there, though. Yeah, honestly, I thought Hashira was going to do a lot better there, but honestly, that triple support composition coming out
Yeah, triple support
from
icon is so strong.
PXG, honestly, just really overwhelming. They found the picks on the strategist from the side that we saw the Emma Frost ultimate. We saw Luna Freya just finding just random damage picks with the dive. We saw the Ultron finding a ton of damage and maybe even a pick. And I think that was like enough so that Hashira could really never get to the point here.
Yeah, and it looks like, unfortunately, chat got hit. They got caught in the crossfire themselves. Let's see how Hashira responds. That doesn't seem very typical of what we've seen from them this evening. I think Hashira is going to be able to hopefully be able to respond. You know, maybe it is another classic case of the immovable object meets the unstoppable force.
Yeah, and I think it was a little bit wrong here on my initial assessment. I thought the Zerif on the Groot was really just going to roll over PXG, but I guess with triple flyer, Groot doesn't really have a great way to deal with that, and he gets picked out before he can even get into range to be threatening. And I guess that's the way PXG wanted to deal with Hashira's composition instead of using something like the Winter Soldier that, as we see, Lelouch here is going to deal with PXGs. I'm assuming that they think they're going to run Groot here, so that's probably what they want to go for, but what a weird composition here from PXC. Oh, never mind. Going back to something more standard. But Odin on the thing. Gonna try to get this team up. Here goes this new team up with the thing. Gonna try to dodge some damage. Where are they gonna drop this thing? Gonna be very evasive. Let's see where he goes.
Oh, this looks
super
crazy.
Deep here. Taking a ton of damage. But here goes the thing all by himself.
I actually don't see that much.
Barely survives there. And they even got Arksy because Arksy was looking
I
behind him.
have a strong feeling of this is gonna be an instant loss. Yeah, they're just gonna full on.
Oh, the fight's falling apart here.
Yeah. What an opening play from Calamity, or from PXG, sorry.
Yeah, PXG, I mean, they are losing
I
some
reckon
people, but they're already pushed back so far. Hashira
after Hashira won against Calamity
just to stop the
before,
advance, the inevitable tide that is Llama's here.
Some of that
and at 100 charge, he's still stopping
hungry
from walking through his
energy
doorway.
was kinda...
Look at the damage, even though there's a ton of healing here from
met with the
oh, actually, the portal kill from Starkey does end up blocking, but again, a portal from Hashira, but just white.
Pure force of like Atlanta.
You can see Lelouch manages to get a pick, but goes down himself, and it looks like
cooked.
PXG is going to go ahead and.
But still, they made it to the finals and won $200. Like, that's crazy.
Wow. That's all
for
I can
a
say
team not
that
even
that
existing.
was fast.
With console players.
What an
Like,
initiating play. Yeah.
Very good. Very nice.
That opener,
we were talking about that in the beginning.
Very proud of the boys and
Freya,
what we built.
Really just opening
the staff
up
from
that fight.
Server.
Really just staggered the spacing from the side of Hashira.
And I'm very curious to see how they end up doing in the MRC, like what spot they take in the end. I hope for at least a top 16 for them. And yeah, so if you want to actually watch the full tournament from them, it's on the Cozyverse Cash Cup full award. Actually, in the Wikipedia it says the hashtag number 9. MRT against Atlanta, so I don't know. But you know, this is the Wikipedia for it, and this is the YouTube for it. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you later, guys.